San Antonio. Actually, no, I take that back. It's not sunny. It's rainy. It's dark. It's miserable. Just came back from Circuit of the Americas. Rainy, dark, and miserable. Lap 12 of 29 down right here in the booth at TKF pole setter for the first race of the Australian GP. And maybe Antel Rafael, the fastest man in motorsport simulation. I sent him an invite. I don't know if he's going to show up or not. But, TK, I tell you what, this track right here looks like it's going to be a handful, man. It's got lots of corners, lots of turns, a lot of off-camber stuff there. Have you been practicing this track, and what is your assessment on this bad boy?
I've practiced this track a couple times. Definitely one of my less favorite tracks, simply because of the design of the corners. I'm not really a fan of everything being quite as flat as it is, but
I have to agree. It's very flat, very flat. Some of these corners you can't even see, and you're right up on them. But given the halo and the seating position of these new cars, I'm not a fan of it at all. It's very difficult, but yeah, we're probably gonna run another one here afterwards. Let these guys work their way around the track here, but I'm glad you could join me up here. Let's take a look at the leaderboard real quick. Fenorio on the top step, Mohammed Zaid right behind him, Mohammed from Nepal. I didn't even know they had race car drivers in Nepal. Have you ever seen a Nepalese race car driver? Well, here's one right here. Donnie Sabas leading, actually on the podium still right now. Third spot, Rosta, Camaro, and Legiers. Little B finally getting the game here. Family Motorsports number 2 driver as the number 1 driver, scoring big points. That's right, Mr. B, if you're out there, 2 points. He was all excited for 2 points, but I am too, man, because it's the first time he actually scored some serious points. First race out, and hopefully these guys will finish off. In the points. The points fight here. Oh, who's this off? Legier's off in the grass here. Well, actually, there's no grass here in Barhain. I don't think there's a blade of grass anywhere in this entire country. I really don't.
Yep, and as you were saying, that Fenorio ducked into the pits for his second pit stop of the day.
There he is.
Not quite sure why he dropped in. I'm sure he would have been able to make it on that set of softs he had just put on.
He's out now, and they're giving Mohammed a big, gigantic lead, 23 seconds. Fenorio, winner, as I said, of the Australian Grand Prix. He was really happy about that, man. Fenorio only won one race prior to, and that was at Japan. But last season, still a great win there. A very technical course. The Suzuka, of course, is one of the classic Formula One tracks. But yeah, he's doing well here. Struck gold in the Australian Grand Prix at Albert Park. Dominating fashion, man. I mean, he had like a 40-50 second lead over everybody. So, yeah, we're looking for great things from Coast to Coast Racing's number 1 driver here. Teammates with Eric Garcia. Eric not here right now. Our Filipino porn star out finishing off his latest movie, Lady Boys on Fire. That's right. You can catch it at your local bookstore, adult bookstore, about a week or so. Lady Boys on Fire. What a Filipino Lady Boys on Fire. I got to see that, man. You know, I saw his last one, Chinese Lady Boys on Fire, but I don't know. I heard the Filipinos got some better stuff going on. I don't know. All right, back out to the track. Sorry about this. Is my mic on mute here? Well, sorry about that.
Nope, you're here.
Yeah, no, I know. So Donnie now closing the gap here, 6.657. Sasquatch Motorsports number 2 driver, sponsored by Dow Glassworks, of course. Roaster 236. There he is, right there, right behind Donnie. So these Sasquatch drivers have been pretty strong running together, man. They actually had a really good run in Australia for a while there. Then Donnie had some issues, but yeah, Rosta finished off the race, and you know, kudos to them for hanging in there. Whoa, big lockup there from Donnie.
All right, and hate to break in there to you, but it looks like Mohammed has also pitted in to put on the medium tires, and Fenorio is less than a second behind him, so we're about to see a battle for the lead.
We sure are. So here we go. No, look at Fenorio. He's going to try to get raced on the soft tires there. Mohammed holding on to his line there. Woo, boy, I tell you what. You know, man.
Mohammed's got to do everything to try and get those tire temperatures up.
Quick.
So that, he's got to do it quick. Oh. Fenorio is right on top of him.
Oh, boy, he just bobbled it right there. Fenorio's got to run. He's got the DRS open. Look at that back wing. It's wide open. Yeah, still could not get around Mohammed. Mohammed's running a nice clean line, nice wide line, shades of South Bronx. Look at that. Oh, boy. Now we heard some complaints early on from
Whoa,
some of the drivers.
inside
Oh
curve, and Fenorio goes around.
Oh no! Fenorio drops the ball there on the attack against Mohammed Zaid. Mohammed did nothing wrong there, just ran his line. Fenorio just got a little over anxious there and tried to get around him. It's a caution out, localized caution. But Fenorio has dropped the ball.
By far, that has got to be one of the most dangerous curves in this entire game.
I bet
I've
it is.
never seen anyone who's hit that come back from it.
No, well, Fenorio just proved that fact right there. But Donnie Staubach did get around Fenorio there. He's now 8 seconds behind Mohammed. But Donnie taking what he can, man. You know, you drop the ball, he's going to be right there to pick it up. And he certainly did that up in second spot now. So Sasquatch now nicely set between second and fourth. Very well done. But Fenorio, you know, he's not going to sit still. He's got, what has he got here? 14 laps to go here, something like that. Yep, something like that.
Yep, 14 laps to go. Plenty of time to calm yourself down, get your tires cooled back down,
and get right back in the fight.
Start gaining some time.
Well, Fenorio's really fast already. I mean, you know, we've seen him come from the back to the front as well. Eric Garcia's done that many times. So coast-to-coast racing doesn't have an issue with speed. I think it would be more of the, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for here? Not concentration.
Consistency?
Consistency. No, not even that, because most of both these guys are really consistent. I'm not sure why Fenorio would drop the ball like that here. It's such an easy spot. He should have just waited for Mohammed, who will make a mistake. He normally does. Mohammed's made some mistakes before, but he's not. Mohammed is not as consistent as these guys, obviously, but he does have a lot of pace. There were some early complaints about Mohammed's driving, but you know, I've been watching him, and I haven't really seen anything that's too far off the mark. You know, obviously he just needs to get some more experience and race with the drivers of Fenorio's caliber, Garcia's caliber, and he's been doing that. He's been showing up and racing other practices, and right now I have him as a backup driver, but you know, I may give him a seat. It looks like he's deserving it. He's earning it. So you know, we wanted to get everybody that comes on the track here, you know, make sure that they're qualified, make sure that they have what it takes, and you know, I really don't have anything bad to say about him other than the fact that it's loud in his mic in the background there. But other than that, he's got it on mute and we're ready to go. So Mohammed Zaid leading him around here. Donnie losing 2 seconds there, 3 seconds. He's down to, 12 seconds now is the gap. And Fenorio has definitely closed the gap on Donnie Staubach. Here he goes. So he's running Donnie down. That's probably why Donnie's slowing down, because Donnie's doing battle now. And here goes Fenorio looking on the outside. Let's see if Donnie can't make Fenorio spin around like Mohammed did. Oh, my Lord. So he's in the DRS zone.
The hard part for Fenorio is going to be trying to find a way around Donnie, because Donnie's still running that softer compound tire. He's going to have the advantage coming out of the corners.
Yeah, he is. Well, actually, what is that? Donnie's got the reds or the yellows? I think he's got the yellows on. Let's see here.
Donnie's got the softs and Fenorio's on mediums.
Oh, there he goes!
Fenorio's got the gap.
Oh, wait a minute. It's not over yet. It's a drag race down that straightaway here. Oh, boy.
Who's going to show the balls going into the final turn?
Fenorio's got the good line there.
Fenorio
wow. Well done there. Coming down the first straightaway there, but Donnie's right on his gearbox here, so don't count Staubach out. Oh, Donnie's coming in. And here comes Rosta. He's a little bit further back though, but he's coming on the front straightaway. We're on board now with Donnie as he changes his tires. Back on the yellows again, and he's out. So Donnie a quick stop, but losing some time. Here comes Rosta, his teammate. Bye. So Rosta has put his teammate down a place, and well, I guess if you want to get passed by anybody, you might as well be your teammate. And here comes Donnie. He's out, free and out. I wonder why Donnie held on to stayed on the rev limiter so far out. You could get off the rev limiter the second you pass those cones inside the pit. You just can't cross the white line. It looked like he didn't deactivate the rev limiter until he was way out toward the end of that white line. He's toggling some buttons there. Go ahead.
I've had some issues with that before, that if you hit it just before the line, it'll put like some sort of delay on it, so you can't hit it right as soon as you go past the cone.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I didn't see how far out he was.
Right. No, that
should only be about a second or two.
That may be the issue there, because it looked like he rolled all the way to the end of the white line. Whoa, he's locking him up there. So something's going on with the stoppage car here. He's not happy with the handling. We're still on board here with Donnie, trying to look at what he's toggling here. He's something else there. The brake bias, maybe? Listen to those tires squeal, boy. It's like he's got too much pressure or something. I'm not sure. But those tires are not what he's looking for sure. Looks like he's good in a straight line, but that's about it. Let's see if he can make some cornering here. Weather is on dynamic, and there sure is a lot of clouds in the sky. There are a lot of hazy clouds. I wonder if that's just sand or dust or whatever. But this track does have a reputation of getting sandy and dusty, obviously.
That it does. So looking past the grandstands, I'm having a hard time telling if that's just nightfall setting.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if that might be some clouds.
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe see a little bit of precipitation.
In the desert, you can't be serious.
Hey, got to make oasis somehow.
That's right. Well, Fenorio now 13.359 back, or 385. I can't actually see that. Kind of up at an angle here, but Fenorio now trying to close the gap here. 13 seconds is the gap. So he's got a little ways to go still, but he needs to put the spurs to it now, down to 19 of 29 laps. What's Fenorio got cooking? Can he run down Muhammad? Muhammad's won already a couple of these practice races. Go ahead.
I don't know. I've been watching Muhammad over the past couple of laps. He really seems to be roasting his rear tires coming through those lower speed corners, trying to get it back up there. So
well, the rumor is the rumor is he doesn't do without traction control. He normally runs with the aids and assist. So we've been having him run without it. It may be an issue. He's trying to make the adjustment to that or get used to that. But I mean, it doesn't look like he's having too much of a problem. He's in front of Fenorio and Donnie Stobbett, so he's in front of some pretty fast guys. Yeah, I mean, not sure. It could be also too that he's 15, 20,000 miles away, and that could be translating into some lag there or something. But uh-oh, we got a caution out here in sector 3. Who could that be?
It looks like Bashir has retired from the session.
Folded up like wet cardboard, and he is gone. So this year's aptly named after the watch that he wishes he could have, or is that Longines? I don't know. One of those. But yeah, he's DNF. Another caution out in sector 1. Who could that be? I guess somebody's just slowing down or something happening here, but not sure. So on board now with Rosta. 236 in the Sahara Force India, normally in the Renault, I can't even say it, Renaulted, normally that yellow car, but came in late, I think, and they just gave him this car, so we'll ride around here with him in the pink machine. And his pink gloves, look how cute his gloves look. Oh, that's so cute. All he needs is some Hello Kitty stickers on that car, huh? Yeah.
They've got plenty of room there on the engine cover.
I would put one just because, just because. Fuck it. Oh, she's right. I'm sorry.
Slap one on one of the cars down there while you're at COTA.
Well, I wish I could. I actually put a Ministry of Speed sticker on the official COTA pace car on the Porsche for the Pirelli World Challenge of World Endurance. Right on the hood, so yeah, I'll show you the video of that pretty soon here. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Something about. Oh, I did see two Lamborghinis that were actually sponsored in the Lamborghini Super Trofeo Series last year with Hello Kitty liveries, both of them. I said, what in the name of what? I got a picture of it somewhere. But yeah, that's a little crazy. I don't know if I could do that or not. But crossing the stripe here is Orosa 236 with 9 to go. Currently in P4, trying to run down his teammate Donnie Stobbets, which is about 12 seconds ahead of him here. I think. Wait, hang on. 2 seconds, it looks like. Let's see what the gap is here. Let's put on some times here. So
seems like Tenorio is starting to kick it up into rich revs. He just took off a half a second going down the front straightaway on Muhammad.
Let's go here. Let's take a look here at Tenorio, see what he's got cooking here. On board now with Anthony Johnson. Who's that in front of him there? That would be.
That would be Camaro.
Yeah, see if he gets a pick off Camaro here. He should be getting the blue flag. Camaro should be anyway. Mr. B's with him right now. Maybe that's Mr. B driving. No, that's Camaro driving. Whoa! Yeah, Tenorio must be on Rich. Because this is that way his engine's wham! He's ripping it. Blue flag, there it is. And a DRS.
Good timing for that pass.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That was perfect, though, man. I mean, perfect. Woo! Get off those
3/10 on that straightaway alone.
Get off those corners there, buddy. I mean, get off those curbs. Look at that. Tenorio with that 3 second. What did I tell you? Get off those curbs, boy. He got pinged for that. I knew it, man. I knew it. Bad Tenorio. So just add 3 more seconds on top of that 11, and that puts Muhammad safely away as long as he keeps that gap. Tenorio shooting himself in the foot. Penalties are not to be had here, man. Obviously, you know that. You know, the more penalties you get, look at Finn. I mean, you know, he could have actually won that race had he not had so many penalties, or those 2 penalties. They had like 7 seconds of penalties, man. And Finn never gets penalties, man. You know, it's just one of those things, you know, that would cost you big. You know, and you can just see it in some of the on the finishing orders.
Yeah, and they've gotten especially hard to come by with the newer game coming out. Because I know last year's game was nowhere near as strict with the
yeah, I agree.
Track extensions and everything like that.
Well, I'm kind of glad for that. You know, I mean, I'm kind of glad.
Absolutely.
It keeps people in line, man. I mean, you know, obviously, you know, you want to be a Formula One driver. You're excited to do that. Well, I'm excited for you as well. But you know, there's a lot of things that you have to do or learn in order to be a top-notch Formula One driver. You know, you see these guys that are out there professional. They're not way off, 4 off most of the time. You know, in the over the rumble strips and stuff like that. You know, they keep it within the lines and boundaries of the track itself. And see, like, look at that. That's too far. You know, you got those left tires way off on the drums out there. See, there he goes again. That's too much. I mean, you can ride on it a little bit, but I think more than a second, you're using up your car. I do believe personally, it's my personal opinion that, you know, you're degrading that tire, man. Every time you hit that rumble strip or those curbs, you know, you're knocking off more of that rubber than you need to, because that's like a cheese grater, man. I mean, it really is. It's like those things on the side of the highway when you fall asleep, those little wake-up, you know, or it makes that buzzing noise. You hit those grooves on the side of the highway. But yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But honestly, I think it's a track-dependent type thing. I know that if you go to the Hungary track, the big sausage curbs, you hit one of those things,
God,
you're definitely doing damage to everything.
Oh, but, God, yeah,
for
sure.
Smaller curbs like here in Australia, you've got to be able to feel them out to see just how far off you can go to gain some time.
Right, I got you. Now that's interesting. That's an interesting prospect, and I didn't really think about it that way, but I believe that would be correct. Like Singapore and stuff like that, you know, there's just no way you're gonna hit one of those curves and try to survive. You know, it's gonna crack your undercarriage, it's gonna bust you open, you know, flat your tire or whatever, knock something off, man. I mean, canards. I mean, if you watch some of the slow-mos in real life, I mean, you can see that car just flexing, that whole front end just flexing around, man. So 11 seconds is the gap now, and what do we got here? 6 laps to go. Tenorio, I don't know, man. Muhammad looks like he has.
Looks like he's stalled out. Muhammad must have bumped it up into rich revs to answer his charge.
And Muhammad is now passing Rosa 236, putting him a lap down. Woo! Look at that, sliding it in there and taking that pass. He has not slowed down one bit. Yeah, he's gone. Now let's watch Muhammad's line here on the medium tires and see how much curb he takes as opposed to Tenorio. We saw Tenorio using a lot of curb Muhammad stays within the boundaries and limitations of these this particular section here. One little touch there. Whoa! Whoa! To the wall! To the wall! Oh my God!
So
Woo! What a save by Muhammad Zaid! Holy moly!
Coming back to Fenorio, who's just getting ready to come into the complex toward the hairpin. How much time did he gain?
It's showing 10 seconds still, but we haven't crossed the timing line. Here's one right here. He's look, he's got 4 seconds. He got 7 seconds down to catch up now. Oh boy! So Muhammad gave away a handful of seconds here. 6.974.
He just put the ball in Fenorio's court. If Fenorio decides to start charging now,
he's got to do it right now.
A lot of time that he can gain with Muhammad heating up his tires like that.
Well, Muhammad now is running a little bit, I guess scared would be the word to put it, because looks like he's looking back. Running a little bit wilder. He's got to clean his lineup. Wow. So Muhammad adds to some of the excitement here tonight. 4 to go. Just when we were about to study his line, he changed it all up on us here. Thanks for joining us tonight. Six Gun Johnny right here with TKF broadcasting live from the Fortress Speed with Wallace the Dog. Hanging out and watching Muhammad Zaid lead them around here as Fenorio tries to run him down. 7 seconds is the gap. Donnie Salvins in P3, Roast at 236, P4, Camaro Jr. in P5. It's just a practice race here. DNFing is Legiers and Robert CCS. Mr. Spectacular. This is where Muhammad spun out last time. And I hear another car.
Definitely being a lot more conservative.
Oh yeah.
There.
Oh yeah, he was. So there's Donnie, not too far, just a shake, 2 shakes of a lance tail right behind him. Well, that's not Donnie, that's Fenorio, my bad. And that is Rosta right in front of him there. So let's see, he's caught little B, Rosta, but he caught little B at. He's got the DRS. Look at Rosta way off in the grass up there. Blue flag in the, what the hell? Ryan running on the sidewalk up there. Letting Fenorio go through. 6.656 is the gap. And Fenorio spinning out right when he had the opportunity to pass Muhammad early on here, has not been able to close the gap. Fortunately for him, Muhammad did spin, or almost spin, lose control a little bit here. He had an off and came back on, but gave up some time. And here we stand, just 3 laps to go here. Can Fenorio, the winner of the Australian Grand Prix, take victory here at Barhain in the practice session here we got going on? This is one of the first of many practice sessions we have in store for you. This week we're taking a weekend off, but next Saturday night you can find us right here live on the same channel. I'll be broadcasting, and TK, you'll be trying to dominate that pole position like you did last time there. But I'll tell you what, that has got to be one of the better qualifying sessions with you taking all 3 of them. First time out with the ministry, and of course first time out in the Formula 1 series. But yeah, took all 3 sessions, Q1, Q2, and Q3. I mean, you got to feel good about that.
Oh, absolutely. And taking Q3 on a harder set of tires than everybody else was running, that was definitely a highlight.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, your car, like you said earlier, was really hooked up, man. Your car looked really good, but having that issue going on early on and falling to the back there a little ways, it just seemed like you couldn't get out of that dirty air, man. That car just would not put you up there where you needed to be. But had you been up there with Finn and Fenorio, I think there would have been a little bit different outcome. I'm not sure if you're going to win or not, but I know there would have been a lot different outcome. So we hope to see you.
I definitely would have been mixing it up with them. My mistake was not being ready for the weight transfer and the fuel. How much it would slow me down with fuel. Well, so
yeah, that's why
I won't make that mistake twice.
That's why we start some of these practices with fuel at 100%, just to give you that simulation. If you listen to the interview that I had with Rio 1974, he had come in. I asked him what's the most important thing to know about these cars, driving F1. What's the most important thing that drivers need to know? And his statement was simply that, to understand what the car is going to do as the race goes on. How it feels as the fuel load lightens, and how to make adjustments to that very fact. When to push, when not to push. All these things come into play based on on how your car is at where it's at what stage of the race you're in. So that's good that I guess you took that as a learning curve, and I'm glad that you took part in that. We'll see if you can turn that knowledge into a race win here, man. That'd be exciting to see. So he did knock off 2 seconds, but 4.9 is not going to get it. Caution in sector 2. Who could that be? It's Roast at 236 around here. Sasquatch Sports #1 driver. Sponsored by Dow Glassworks. Taking a ride on the Reading Railroad. Here comes Little B right behind him. It's going to be a pass here. Can these two drivers work out something? Can Rosta hold his spot, or is Little B going to just charge right past him and pick up that P4 spot? Rosta's got to put the spurs to her here. That'll be sponsored by Alcoholics Anonymous and Prozac. Working his way around the track here in that Haas automation machine. Twin brothers of Roman Grosjean. Oh, sorry. You say, what? So 4.538. That's the gap between Fenorio and Mohammed. White flag in the air. Next time by. Oh! Little B breaking hard right there in the gearbox of Rosta 236. Will Rosta relinquish that spot? Or will he hold on and fight? What? Talk to me.
Mohammed just gave up a little bit of time going through the hairpin, went wide and locked up the brakes.
Oh, on board now with Mohammed Zaid.
Pressure's getting to him.
Yes, it is. Oh, whoa. He's got that back end slinging around. Where's Fenorio? Fenorio's got somebody in front of him here. Who is that? Oh, no, it wasn't him. My bad. On board with Mohammed. He comes around this second to the last lap here. He's going to be on his how do you say it? Penultimate? I can't make my mouth move. Penultimate lap here shortly. Just a few more corners here. 4.5 is the gap. 4.488. Fenorio running like a cruise missile, like a scalded cat. Here he comes. He's got one more lap to do it in. Can Anthony Johnson take care of his business?
Now we have to remember, he's got to gap that 4-second interval plus 3 with that penalty that he got.
Sure right.
Mohammed still has nothing.
But we had a caution in sector 1 again. That was Rosta spinning around there. So Little B still didn't get that position. So here we go. Here comes Mohammed. White flag in the that's it. The white flag is already waved. This is his last lap. So can Fenorio make up 7 seconds? I don't think so. Look at Mohammed, boy. He's just working that car. Don't knock the wheel off, though, son. Yeah, see, he's not giving up no matter what. He's going to try to keep pushing that car. Oh, big lock up there, man. He's got to roll the bias back a little bit here.
Absolutely, he does. Getting ready to come through to the end of sector 2 for the final time into sector 3.
Woohoo! Down to 7th gear, he rolls it out. Didn't hit the 8th gear, but I don't think he needs to. 3.821, that's the gap. Oh, Anthony Johnson's close, but he's not that close. So the word is they're going to be making Mohammed Zaid bobbleheads and blow-up dolls here pretty soon. If he keeps this up. But here he comes. They're on the front straightaway for the last time. Mohammed Zaid taking a 50% win here at Barhain against Elisa Fenorio, Donnie Stavis, Roaster 236, and Camaro Jr. Well done for Mohammed. Yeah. Might just give him a old blowing smoke seat there, man. Make him teammates with Reaper. So let's move up here. There's Donnie taking the P2 machine. Fenorio, Donnie, and Rosta. So Mohammed, Fenorio, and Rosta, not too bad for a podium. That's a unique podium. Our Nepalese driver taking the top 7. Look who's joining us in the room right now. It's Eric Garcia, the other half of Coast to Coast Racing. I don't know if you watched that race or not, Eric, but your teammate almost won another one, but got beat out by Mohammed as Mohammed just put the old trouncing on him. But yeah, Coast to Coast Racing looking pretty snazzy here. Let's see if we can get some of these guys up in the booth here. 1 second. And I don't know if I should. I need to practice with Mohammed. Oh, he's in the booth already. All right, Fenorio's up in here. Let's get. Who was that P3 machine? Was Donnie, right? Was Donnie? Was it Donnie? Wait, who was P3 TK? Donnie, that's what I thought. Yeah. Fenorio, 1 second before I invite you, before I talk to you. I'm sorry, because they won't be able to hear you while I'm in this window. Here we go, Donnie, and go. All right. 1 second, and there it is. Mohammed Zaid taking the top step. Somebody needs to mute their mic because I hear an echo in the background. Or turning my voice down on your speaker or something. But Mohammed, our Nepalese driver, driving for Petronas tonight. Again, somebody's loud in the background. Whose mic is echoing? That's got to be yours, Fenorio. Turn that down. Somebody's loud in the background. It's giving me a wicked echo. There you go. All right, we'll start with the P3 machine. Donnie Staubitz, great run for Sasquatch Motorsports. Tell you what, I didn't think you were going to hold on to that P2 spot for long. Fenorio came around like a stormtrooper, man. But you still did as much fighting as you could. Was it the tires or was it just the setup? What was going on there? But still, congratulations on your P3, man. Good job. Donnie Staubitz, nowhere to be heard. All right, let's go up to P2. P2, hello? There you are.
I'm sorry. Sorry about that. But, first off, got to thank Parada for everything they do for us. We truly appreciate it. On to our second race here this year. We were on different tire strategies than the guys up front. And I had a malfunction on my wheel with the ERS, so we were stuck in top ERS 5.
The hot lap mode.
So we were cooked a couple laps in on ERS, but
wow.
Top 3, we're on the podium. We can't ask more for that. Sasquatch Motorsports is going to have a strong run next week at Barhain here. I'm confident of that.
Well, y'all certainly looked like you had some pace out there. Roster was having some issues in that Sahara, but I think that was just more of a psychological thing anyway, riding around in that pink car. Of course, I'd be kind of, little bit sissy-like too, but, hey, what can I tell you? But so good job for Sasquatch, looking sharp and moving fast and moving forward. Let's move up down the running order here, the finishing order here. Fenorio, Anthony Johnson, winner of the Australian Grand Prix. Tell you what, Fenorio, good job for you, man. What happened there, man? We saw you right behind Mohammed coming out of the pits. Me and TK were watching you here, and then all of a sudden, you hit that curb and went around for a loop, man. Is that what killed you there?
No, what killed me was the beginning of the race. I ran into the back of Legere or whatever his name was.
Yeah, right.
He
gotcha.
came around the S's in the second sector, and you're usually storming out of those S's, and he braked, and I hit the back of him, so I ran 12 laps with a busted wing. And I was up on Muhammad. If I didn't have to sit in that pits so long to change that wing,
yeah.
It would have been it. But it is what it is.
Well, we got these younger drivers, these less inexperienced drivers out here practicing with you guys because that's the only way they're going to get better. We know this, and so I'm sure he didn't do that on purpose. Legere's a pretty stand-up guy, but we'll work it all out. But still, a great run, a valiant effort there, man. He just certainly had the pace to catch up to Mohammed. Fortunately, Mohammed just kept locking his brakes up. He actually spun one time, right? We thought maybe you'd have an opportunity there. You did close the gap about 5 seconds, but still, for a youngster, he had some pace. But anyway, congratulations on your P2. It looks pretty good there, and I'm happy for you, man. I hope to see you on the podium this weekend, coming up here. Oh, actually, the next weekend in 1 week, when we come here to Barhain. I can't even say it. Barhain. You know where we're at, right here. So with that said, I think Mohammed is gone. Yes, he is. All right, stick around, guys. We're going to do another race. TK, any last thoughts on this racer?
Nope, just ready to throw my hat in the ring, see what happens.
Well, let's get our hats ready to get thrown in the ring here. 6-0 Johnny Wallace the Dog say good night for now. We'll see y'all guys in about 20 minutes or less when I start the second stream. So with that said, good night, and we'll see y'all shortly. We really will. I promise. I think we will anyway. Maybe we won't. Let me push this button here. There we go. 3, 2, 1, and I